So I had like this guy reach out to me the other day, and he'd been out of medical school for a few years, and he was like, "Jeff, how do I save money, man?" I was like, "Oh, what are you talking about? How do you save money? You talking about going to Walmart saving money? You talking about saving money like in a checking account, savings account?" He's like, "Well, I've been watching these YouTube videos, and there's this financial fitness guy, and he was talking about reusing tea bags, and going to hotels and using the little, they're just going to throw the shampoo and the soap away. So he was talking about, think of how much money you can save by collecting those, and over time you can get soap and body wash and all that kind of stuff." And I'm like, "Man, what are you trying to do? I mean, you're a doctor, right? What are you talking about saving money? I mean, tell me a little bit more." He's like, "Well, I've been working for like 5 or 6 years, and I need to figure out how to grow my wealth." And I said, "All right," I think his name was like Chuck or something. I was like, "All right, Chuck, do you think putting hotel shampoo and soap in your pocket, you think that's going to grow your wealth?" He's like, "No." I said, "Look, this is what somebody told me a long time ago that I got it, okay? So you ever seen those money grab games where it's like a phone booth, and it's like one of those clear phone booth, and it's like a game, and they put somebody in there, and they're like knee deep in dollar bills, and they said, 'Look, you got like 60 seconds. We're going to turn on the fan,' and the money starts going everywhere, and they start taking it. They're stuffing it in their shirts and stuffing it in their pockets and all this, and said, whatever, when the timer goes off, whatever you can stuff in your shirts or whatever, like on Mr. Beast or one of those videos, you can have." He's like, "Yeah, I've seen that before." I said, "Okay, well, think about what you're doing right now. You're treating patients, right?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, when you treat patients, somebody pays with a credit card, somebody pays with a check or anything like that. Insurance sends you a check. Where does it go?" He said, "Well, it goes into my practice's checking account." I said, "Okay, perfect." I said, "Over time, the more you work, the more that money comes in, right? So here you are, you're working, treating patients month after month after month, and then here's your checking account. And those deposits, what are they doing? They're going up, going up, going up." He said, "Yeah." He said, "That's right." I said, "Okay, so you're saving money. You're paying your bills and stuff, but there's going to be some little excess." He said, "Yeah, that's right." I said, "Okay, well, as long as you're doing this, treating patients, your money's going up. But what happens if you want to go to Hawaii for 2 weeks and you're not treating patients?" Because he didn't have a partner. He said, "Well, no money will be coming in." I said, "Okay." I said, "Here's your checking account. What's going to happen?" He's like, "Well, I guess my money's going to stay right here." I said, "You still got to pay the bills, right? Staff, overhead, practice loan." I said, "That money's not staying right here. That money's coming down." He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, that's the thinking today. People think, I got to save money. I got to work. I got to save money. I got to work. I got to save money." And they're going to work their whole life if that's what they do. They're going to work, save, maybe invest a little bit. It's just a cycle. But you have to think about your saving money. You got to think about, as soon as you got any excess money, you stick it in that machine. You turn on that fan, and that money's circulating. That money is going out. I mean, that money's going over here. It's going into assets. It's going in this apartment building. It's going into, if you want to do rent houses, if you want to do other businesses, you gotta take that money and constantly just be getting rid of it. Get rid of that saving mindset. Okay? Throw that money somewhere else, keep doing it, and over time, guess what? Starts coming back. A little trickle at first, a little trickle, a little drip. And those assets start paying you money. But it's just going to be a little bit at first, and it may be a little frustrating, but that's okay. But one property or one business or anything, right now I've got 8 streams of income. So it took me a while, but over time, one would sell, more stream would come in. I'd take all that, I'd deploy it more. So more income, more income. So over time, not only when I'm treating patients is money going into an account, but also I've got this other money coming in, and it's going into the account. So instead of the account just kind of, going up slowly, it's going up quicker and quicker every year. And then one day you'll look up and you go, "Wait a minute, I can go to Hawaii for 2 weeks." And guess what? My account, it's not doing this, it's going up. And then you're like, "Wait a minute. So that's what you got to do. You got to get rid of money. You got to get out of the saving mindset. You've got to put money in motion. It's called circulation for a reason. You've got to circulate it. You've got to get it to flow. You've got to get cash flow to come back to you. And get out of that mindset where you got to trade time for money. Get out of that mindset where you've got to work more shifts or work more hours, or maybe I'm going to work on Saturdays, or maybe I'm going to work 7 to 7 instead of 8 to 5 or 9 to 5. Get out of that mindset. Start investing your money, cash flow and assets, and then you'll be out of the rat race. That's how you do it.